Welcome to the campfire. Today, we're going to be playing something new. So I got a cozy, somewhat sci-fi game, Blossom: The Seed of Life. Has some great reviews, and I was interested to check it out. Not very expensive either. So let's sit back, relax, and let's get into this. Survival or explorer? Oh, that's more forgiving? Let's go with the hard one. Because why not? Let's take a look. Generating planet. It's going to take a little bit, I feel. And 50%. Come on. Let's go. It's almost... I kind of like that effect, though. Seeing it go from black and white to color. Alright, recharge battery. It's a crafting station. Storage. How do we recharge our batteries? Okay. Ah. I probably could have connected to any of the outlets. This is a battery. Alright. So... let's look at the crafting station. So we can make the mining tool. It's fine. What do we need for the backpack upgrade? We need to get iron ore, which is probably why we needed that at all. Okay. Connect. Okay, so we can't get out of here. Charging conduits, mining. Alright. Press X. Oh, I've got to charge more. Got it. And let's see. Can I get out now? Yes, yes I can. We got to be careful about that door. Got it. Oh. We've got very limited power for everything. So we got to be careful with getting in and out. Okay. Unit. We need more power. So we still had to go back to the battery. Oh. We can connect the... Fair. There we go. We can charge ourselves up here. And then connect it to the crafting station. That'll work. Huh. I am... This is kind of fascinating. Okay, so we need more things. We need an encryption key, which is regular chunk and copper ore. And where do we find these things? That looks like regolith, yep. Now we just need to find other stuff. I like the jumping. Not sure about the T-pose jump, but hey, it works. We need to find copper. Alright, so we can't run faster yet. There's copper. Newly discovered copper. Woo! Let's grab some more iron. Just to have it. Because we might be able to upgrade our backpack further. If we have more. Now our backpack is full. Alright, so let's craft the encryption key. Boost tool. So that allows us to run faster. Alright, so we need sulfur. We need copper and silica. Okay. And a flashlight, that's copper. So if we grab 3 copper and a silica. Let's go ahead and make that. And that allows us to run. Disconnect that, because we need to charge. Alright. Insert the encryption key. That allows us to do this. We can deploy a printer. But where do we want to do this? I'm just going to go ahead and place it right there. Alright, so we need to get power to this. Plug it in there. Power socket. And that should allow us to do this. Whoops. Oh, we can also connect ourselves to charge now. Alright, so that allows us to build storage. Upgrade backpack again. That was sulfur and silica. So the other things we needed... Ah! That's how we run, now that we have the boost unit. Let's go ahead and get the items we need to upgrade the other stuff. I believe silica comes from over here. Yes. Clearly it does. I kind of like this minimalist storytelling. It's the same as Project Zomboid in that it really doesn't tell you what to do, but it also does. So those silica... what is this? Blueprint disk. Cool. We should get home. Crud. Okay. Where is home? Home's over here. 4%. We may not make it. We are definitely not going to make it. Yep. And we didn't make it. We were just within eyesight of the end. Whew. Does that reset everything? No. Okay. Fair. But we do have to go recover our stuff with our body. Alright, well. Cool. Good to note. We have to be careful with that. Copper. Did we have... There's a copper chunk up here. We've got enough space for one more copper chunk. Okay, we'll come back to that. Whew. Well, we don't need the regolith. So we'll finish this copper node and then go back. So the backpack is how we gain storage space. That's good to know. Kind of curious about what our mission is overall. I really didn't check that part out. I probably should have. Let's go ahead and charge ourselves up. Let's get back inside. Blueprint discs. Okay, so this is tutorial. But where do I use the blueprint discs? I don't know. we can make this. There we go. Materials, composite material. So our next big upgrade is the large backpack. We need silica and sulfur. It's fine. Let's make the light tool. That allows us to do that. How do we use... Ah, there we go. That's how we use those. So that gives us terraforming. And now we can do the next part. Okay, so power. We can make batteries. So we gotta terraform the planet. That makes sense. 50 power storage. 2 power sockets. We don't have the ability to make anything yet. Let's charge ourselves up real quick. There we go. So we need silica and sulfur. We should probably find sulfur. I imagine it's going to be a yellow rock of some kind. Jumping uphill does not work for us. There we go. We just need the one. Guessing that's going to be the sulfur down there. And here's another one of the vaults. Okay. Let's grab that, because that might give us power. What are you? Silver. Requires mining laser T1. We need to head home before too long here. Shoot. Well, let's get there. 6, 5. There we go. Charge ourselves up. Kind of like this function. Disconnect. There we go. And we just got to go back, get our sulfur node. Not that one. This one. Alright, I'm going to turn off the boost because that's draining a lot of power really quickly. Alright, so now we can make our backpack. Awesome. Construction tool. We need a copper ore for that. Movement, rotation, machines and buildings. We still need to charge up. There we go. We have 100 power on us. Can we get something... Okay, power extender. Equipped with power sockets to extend the power circuit. Well, that's not going to help us. Okay, so we need to explore and find the rest of these vaults. Where are they is a great question. Should probably start exploring a little further out. And just watch our power situation. Hey, there's another one. There we go. Let's get the next T1. Ooh, something in the distance to look at. If we get over there. Then we're at 75. We're sitting good. Don't see any more of these vaults here. What is this? I'd like to take a look. 67, just gotta be careful about time. Shattered panel, we need the mining laser module. And it's a... What does this give us? Okay. Collect steel. Could probably store it. But I was hoping we'd find that last vault piece. Definitely need to get home though. I should not have mined until we found it at least. Anything, anywhere? Alright. Take for home. This hill is where we last looked. Alright, let's take a look at what this one gives us at least. Just need to wait a second and bam. Alright, so we unlocked the drill. Pressure core discovered. I'm gonna grab one of these. Oh, hey, there's the other one. I ran in the wrong direction anyways, but here's one. Alright, so we got that. I'm gonna grab 2 of these because we need them. Let's go grab a copper real fast. Alright, let's get plugged in and see what this last piece gets us. Okay, so we got the fuel generator. Alright. That one will be useful. We just need to go make some copper wire composite metal. What do those require? Alright, so we can make a copper wire. And then composite metal, we need iron ore. And that's going to be any of these rocks, really. And I should grab another regolith. If I can find it. It's a great question of where we're going to find all these. There we go. Find a few of these. Because we needed construction. We need the actual materials. Construction tool. I need a copper. I thought I had 2 copper ore. Alright, well, I'm going to charge up, grab a copper ore. And yeah, we need to be careful. Alright. Let's grab a copper ore from over here somewhere. Is this one? It's a regolith chunk. Copper ore. Break one off. We can't even carry the other ones. We'll leave it be. Run back and build what we need. I think we have the right materials for everything. Alright. Give us the crafting station, or the construction station. Alright, so we need a fuel generator. We'll place that here. What do we need for a battery? We need a power cell. What does a power cell take? Power cell, sulfur, copper. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. We can make 2 of these. Or, you know what, we'll make 1, and I'll do the info tool. That's the regolith core. We just need to plug into everything. How much does this actually make, though? That's a question that I need to answer through this, I think. Can't answer that question. Got it. Because it's overcharged. It's not actually going to do me any good. Batteries are full, so it doesn't push anything. Got it. What do I do from here? Charge myself up. So, okay. I need a power cell, which means I need sulfur, which I believe was this way. And we need copper. Sulfur was this way. Alright. Let's charge ourselves up here. Disconnect. Alright, so we needed a power cell. And did we... I'm going to make another one of these. Just so we have it. There we go. And the power cell allows us to make a battery. Go ahead and connect there. Go ahead and do this. Alright, so that charges pretty quick. Doesn't really use a whole lot, so we're good there. And next we need to make drills. So pressure core, more composite material, metal. What does the pressure core make, or take? So we need a regolith, silica, sulfur. I'm gonna grab another iron so that we can do 2. Oops. How do I... It's that button. Okay. Regolith and iron together. So we need 2 regolith. Don't know where these come from, besides just finding them on the ground. Need 2 of these. Regolith. Anywhere? Anywhere? Bueller? I would have sworn... There's one. Alright, let's head back, charge up for 1. Because we're going to need to, and then we'll grab the rest of the materials. Oh, it's a good thing I made that flashlight well before I needed it. Because being able to see in the dark is actually kind of nice. That would have been not terrifying or anything, just kind of annoying to be walking around in the dark. Let's grab our sulfur, and we'll go get silica. Which hills had silica? Over here, and right up here, and I'm jumping over it. Oof, we're gonna want to charge up before we do that. Ah, there is another power outlet. That's a water socket power. Let's just charge ourselves up here. There we go. We good. We'll go grab these things. The crystals. 1 and 2. I hope there's another battery upgrade, because this is still not much. We really can't get far, or can't get very far at all. There we go. Then we need 2 of these. There we go. What we should do as well. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna place this a little ways away. Okay. Power. Power extender, we need a composite metal. Let's build this here. So what I'm going to do... Let's place that. Trying to line this up is kind of difficult. There we go. Not that it necessarily needs a direct connection, but hey, we'll work on that. Alright. So next, we need another composite metal, because I decided to do that. For our second drill, we'll deploy them near-ish each other, I guess. I don't know. Is near each other efficient or optimal? Maybe. We'll figure that one out. We'll do two near each other. We can always move that. And I need another regolith, I believe. Yeah, another composite metal. Right here. Grab a few of those on hand. Let's see. So we'll build another power extender out between those two and deal with it there. Let's just take care of these. And then we go from printer. And that'll be fine. Come on. There we go. Connect those up. Use the sides to connect to the new structure. And there we go. How is the power going through everything? So we're still at +2. And that is fantastic. Next we need a terraform analyzer. So for that we need glass. Glass is what? Glass is going to be regolith and silica. Well, let's go grab the silica and we can pick up regolith on the way. That. Turn off the flashlight. We don't need it anymore, it's daylight. Let's grab this single piece. There we go. Kind of like the music. The music's actually kind of bumping. Okay, it's not that great. Or not that vibe, it's more chill, which I'm kind of enjoying. Let's go ahead and make our glass. You would think glass would be more not this way. Alright, go ahead and put that down. We'll do another power extender. Just kind of... There we go. Yeah, fair enough. That'll work. Alright. And now it's just kind of sit and wait. Or build up more things. This won't tell us what we need. What if we go over here? Okay. So once we get to pressure stage, temperature, genetic collider, scanner module. Alright, so we're almost to the first stage here. Where we'll get the wagon, storage module T1, mining laser module T1, battery module, okay. And all the way up to currently stage 12. Solar panels come in at stage 6. Which is 1,000, and we're getting close to that anyways. Oh, not that close. We started at 650. Okay. Acquire blueprint. How do we acquire the blueprint? Ah, that's how. And that allows us to do that. And that. So we get the storage module. Stores items and keeps your resources organized. Can only attach it to a wagon, and wagon requires... Alright. Huh. Copper wire. Whoa. So what does this make us? Nothing. Alright. Well, let's grab the copper wire and check out the wagon. Also got to be cognizant of fuel being needed. That is gonna be something, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. So that is halfway done. We'd already gone through 1.5. Alright, so let's deploy a wagon. Kind of interested to see how this works out. Or do we just connect it to ourselves and drag it along? No. How do we use this? Nothing we can really do with it at the moment, I guess? Huh. Yeah. Okay, so that's just a piece of... We need the actual rover to use it. Gotcha. I'm gonna deconstruct my body. Get rid of that. There we go. Just cleaning up the neighborhood. So the next option, or the next thing... We don't get the rover until stage 4. So how do you use the wagon? I don't understand it. Oh, okay. If I connect to the correct side, it follows me. Gotcha. That makes sense. Let's drag this back. Storage module needs a composite metal. I'm gonna go all the way over here. Alright, so we can make more blueprints. One. Okay. 2, that gives us the mining laser, which allows us to mine more things. And then storage T2. Just disconnect. Let's take a look. Thermogel. So our mining tool V3 was silver and aluminum. We need the mining laser, which we can't build in there. That's gonna be here. Alright. Mining laser module T1, that's glass and thermogel. We also need composite metal, power, copper wire. Okay, well with that... Alright, well I was gonna end the episode, but I just kind of want to keep playing this. I built a battery, which doesn't hold a whole lot, but hey. And the laser, we got a storage unit on it. And these guys are just going to follow us along. And that keeps us charged up for a ways. We do need to get some of the silver down here. I don't know how the laser works. We'll figure that out in a moment. Ah, we just have to have it in range and it'll do the thing. Yes. And that works for me. 1, 2. And here goes the last one, but one rock basically drains that battery node. Ooh, boy. That's rough. We can place up to 6 items on that. That's fine. Okay. We'll use the laser module for this. Whew. Yeah, that's... The mining laser's a bit rough, but hey, it works. Put things on that, and we'll go explore a little bit. Because there's something over here I want to check out. We kept seeing this tower from way over at our base. I was kind of curious about it. Gonna want to be careful about some of the things we do, but let's break this down. Alright. Uranium rod. Not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna disconnect. What about this? What can we do anything with this? No? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm sure we could. We should probably charge this bad boy up before we go do that. And we need to go get power anyways. Alright, we got an even bigger problem. Ran out of power at the base. That's not good. Wasn't thinking about that. Alright, so we can get one of these made and hopefully get it plugged in. Plug in ourselves. There we go. Just gotta let this charge up. Fair enough. Oof. It's taking a lot of power. Alright. So next, go ahead and plug that into there. We're going to gather more regolith. I'm going to disconnect the drills for the time being. There we go. Let everything charge up first. Oh hey, we got more blueprints to grab. Gives us the drill T2, fuel generator T2. Big. Big and important. Because we are going to need more generator power. 2 and 3. Alright, so what gives us the generator? We need silver wire and composite metal. Alright, so we need more regolith anyways. Well, first and foremost, we're going to grab regolith for a fuel rod. And we need to find 2 more. 1 and 2. Oh, 2. Even closer. Then we need 2 iron. We can fill in some gaps here. Alright, let's go ahead and break this guy down. And charge ourselves up. Ah, right, because those were charging. That's part of the problem there. Then let's get this guy plugged in there. Grab one of these. Grab 2 of these. And then make a silver wire. Let's take that one and that one. So I'm pretty sure we'll need 2 to make a wire. Yep. That makes sense. And we'll plop the next core in. What was I going to build? Alright, generator T2. This big guy. Oh. Come on. Alright, we got that going. We're going to charge ourselves up again. And I want to grab this, and we drag them over. Whoa, hold on. Disconnect cable. Let's pick all this up. I'm going to go store this away. And let's go get more uranium. Because we need more uranium. If we use the uranium fuel rods, gives us more time. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, uranium. We need 4 for the power. And let's hope that that actually gives us something. We need a mining laser T2 for that one. So let's burn through. We need 3 more. It does take a fair amount of power, but it looks like we get 3 on a charge. Soon we'll be at the rover, so we can make that and traverse further away. This is 3, 4, there's 5 here. It's fine. Start burning through. We need a T2 laser to get any further. Looks like we can get bigger materials and more materials as we go. And this gives us aluminum. Just crunch that out so we have it. Because I'm sure we'll need it sooner than later. We need to head back for power. Alright. Well, apparently we can't do this. We can't put the uranium rod in. Well, that's weird. Alright, fair enough. Increased efficiency though, so that is a good point. Drill T2, more pressure core, silver wire. I need a composite metal. So what we should do is take that, break this guy down, deconstruct it, and plug in there. It's fine. We'll put in the cores that we can use here. Does give more power, and it uses the power or the core slower. Fair enough. We'll work with that. I'm also gonna go grab regolith. We need 1 iron. I have too much stuff on me. Let's go ahead and place this bad boy. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Can I switch to my mouse? No. There we go. Alright. Store. Good. Whoa. Grab some iron, and let's go looking for regolith. Because we need to stock up on power and whatnot. Alright, everything is charged up. We can go ahead and plug the battery, or the drills back in. There we go. This is cooling down because it doesn't need to be running, I guess. Now it does. Just waiting for that to burn out. As slow as it's going to be. There we go. We can plop the 4th one in and we're good to go. What I should also think about doing is extending the wagon. Huh. Copper wire. Alright, but for the drills. Alright, so we need 2 pressure core, silver wire. We can make a silver wire. Let's see. Not in there. We got enough for... There we go, okay. There we go. Store the iron. We're gonna go get some silver. Get more silver. Hi-ho, silver. Away. Alright, we got enough silver. I don't know what we needed for the pressure core. I think it was regolith and iron, but I'm not sure. Can always take a look and see. Pressure core, sulfur and silica. That makes sense. Oh, we'll make these two. And then we just gotta grab onto you. Go back for the silica, or the sulfur. We need 4 of this. So we'll burn through a bunch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna go charge up, because that should have been the first thing I really did once I was back here. Let him do that, let me do this. And that's full. Where are you at? Let's go get the silica. Up here. We need 4 of it. And I think we've got 1 plus whatever the big one's worth. So let's grab that. Ooh, this is worth 5. We can get 4 of it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Didn't have to work that hard for it, thankfully. So we'll grab the sulfur off the back of the truck. Alright. Move sulfur. So we can make these, then we can grab the wire, make 2 drill V2s. We have to make 4 of these. So we're going to break down the T1 drills. Try to be efficient about all this. And that's 1. And that's 2. We'll let this... We'll grab up what we need over here. I'm going to plug in this guy. Charge it up overnight. We'll grab these. What the... Ah. We didn't need... Okay, yeah, fair. Push you out of my way. We'll pick those back up and I'll do something with those parts. Alright. Can I see where... Yeah, alright. 1. Printing in progress. And 2. And I can see where the charger port is. Or connecting port. 2. How much power are we running through? Alright, so we're actually losing power. I should make a second generator at some point here. Need a silver wire. Alright. We're gonna grab more silver. We'll make a second generator. Though I think we're also getting close enough to maybe getting a, whatchamacallit, the solar panels. So that'll be handy to have on hand too. At least I hope we're getting close to solar panels. Let's take a look. Solar panel comes at stage... Wow. Alright, so stage 4 is when we get the rover. Stage 5, 6, 6. Stage 6 is where we finally get solar panels. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's go ahead with the Wagon T2. Refinery. And the rover. What's the Wagon T2? Okay, so the Wagon T2 holds 2 segments. Okay. Then we need the rover, which is silver wire and power cell. Huh. Fair enough. Let's disconnect this. So what do I need for... Huh. Okay. This was the silver wire. Good. And a composite metal, which we've got. Silver wire. Do I... This is not connected. Why are we not connected? We don't have any power, right. So I need to break down the power, stop them from doing all that. Then I can make our silver wire. We can set up a second generator. Right around here-ish. And then we can make... We have to get stuff to make a power extender. Find a spot for these. And we can make a power extender to put both in. There we go. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah, let's just move you there. And then I'll move you again to put you back up close. There we go. It's much better. Plug you in there. Plug you in the middle. Plug you in right here. Alright. Now I gotta make some power cores for that one. Other than that... thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.